Hey everybody, DeafCam here, and welcome to Night Call. This is a game that I just randomly found on the Xbox store that I thought was interesting. It caught all four of my eyes, and when I went to read this description here, if I can get my phone open, I'll read the description to you. The description says a mysterious serial killer stalks the streets of a modern day Paris. The body count rises and the police are no closer to catching the culprit. You are a taxi driver and survivor to the killer's most recent attacks, having barely escaped with your life. You have 7 nights to help find the killer, or the police will pin it on you. These next few shifts will be far from ordinary or safe. And yeah, that caught my eye and I thought it was really intriguing, and so I wanted to play and record it in the process. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, we can choose different investigations. Cool. Let's go with the judge. Actually, can we go back now? Okay. Let's choose the judge. Difficulty mode. Let's go. Let's go with just story. The investigation will be easier. Every action will take less time for a chiller experience. The way Night Call was designed. Okay. Okay, let's go with balanced. Can I just point out that I love the artisticness, however you want to pronounce it, of this game. Like the art in this game is it's so beautiful. Night Call. Here. Sir, can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? I think since I'm deaf, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him to speak up. Is this okay with you? Is my voice loud enough? Let's go louder. And now, is this okay? Let's go with not so loud. Is this okay with you? My voice loud enough? Let's go louder. And now, is this okay? Yes, thank you. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma. The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You are aware a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. The judge, as the police called the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in induced. Her voice becomes more distant, fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle at one ear. Your fingers move up to your wound underneath the bandages. You can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Did they? I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. What about my passenger? He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor is silent for a second, a very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care, he's the only witness. Another female joins in, a strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital room, you never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later. Night 1. Well, look, I got a bit of a problem. A real problem that it is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes inside your head. You always seem so far away. I'm listening. Okay. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on inside your head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died and left me at the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. I'll let him go on. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air. Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea. Right then. Well, first the map. You spot potential customers today. You spot potential customers and then try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, there's no one else around. When a customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick him up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it too well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers, and his voice trails off as if searching for the right words. That's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Alright. No overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're going to do a good job. What's the matter? Your boss keeps quiet for a while, as if he's hesitant to speak, and then, I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer's still out there, and we think he's going to come back for you. He doesn't know who I am, maybe. Let's go. Maybe. Your boss pulls himself up a little straighter. You can sense he's trying to control himself, trying not to get upset. Maybe he'd been told to go easy on you. He holds your gaze, then turns away. You know, I can put you on the day shift or send you out to the suburbs, away from it all. You shake your head no. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Have a good evening. The sarcasm in his voice is palpable. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Right. You have a good evening too. He'll spend the rest of the night dealing with problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Your boss opens the door next to the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment and then turn the key ignition. The hum of the engine sound sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back to the night shift, back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. Oh my goodness. What? Are you kidding me? A cat called for a taxi? I'm gonna go pick that cat up. A cigarette. You want a cigarette? I'm accept. You pull up to the sidewalk and wait for your passenger. Since it looks like a no-show, you get out of the cab. After a minute or two, smoke a cigarette. There's not much going on in this small town in these suburbs. There are a few apartments that still have lights on. A sweet scent hangs in the air. Eventually, you stub out your cigarette and get back into the car. Oh, look at that cat. He looks so adorable. You jump, startled. A cat has managed to slip into the cab. It's sitting on the back seat, staring at you intently. You sit there for a moment, considering whether or not to shoot it away. But just as you are about to wave your hand, the cat shifts positions and a slip of paper falls from its collar. I'm gonna pick up the paper. You pick up the piece of paper and unfold it. A fragment of a map of Paris. The Saint Lazier train station. You turn your eyes slowly to the cat. He seems to be expecting an answer. Are you going somewhere? That's so adorable. That's so adorable. The cat tilts his head to the side as if to say yes. You want to go to the Saint Lazier? The cat tilts his head again. Oh my god, that's so adorable. Are you a dog? No. Even the cat's like, no, you dumbass. The cat slowly nods its head no. Your hands clutch this wheel tightly. What the hell is going on? You turn around to face the cat. Okay, fine, I'll take you. You let out a sigh. Okay, fine. You start talking to yourself in low tones as if to balance the conversation. Normal. This is all perfectly normal. You start the cab, but cast a glance at the cat behind you. You're the one who ordered the cab? You start to laugh. A few minutes go by. You try to break the ice. Simple questions are probably best. Everything okay? Either a yes or no. More of a plaintive meow. Are you on vacation? Are you running away from someone? Are you meeting someone? Are you going on vacation? The cat looks at you for a moment and then lets out a somewhat sarcastic meow. Does it have to do with your owner? A long plaintive meow. You nod your head. What happened? Was it a man? No answer. A woman? A woman? Was she mean to you? How dare her? The cat seems to be uncertain. She was not around for you? She was overly affectionate? She had other cats? The cat gives you a look full of disbelief. No, that's not it. You're independent. You like to be alone, right? The cat lets out a string of insistent meows. Touche, that's it. She is too affectionate, and that's why you are running away. The cat is watching you with a steady eye. You are sure on the right track. You have to be careful with people like that. They can suffocate you before you even know it. You nod your head. But you ran away. I meet lots of people like you. You stopped short. But you are just a cat. You roll your eyes behind you. The cat lets out a quiet, reassuring meow. Go on. What I mean is, well, we don't even know what we are in a cage. We prefer not to think about it. We are never fully aware of it. You look at the cat. I must be crazy. I'm talking to You shake your head. You point to a light in the distance. That's Saint Lazier. We'll be there soon. A few yards later, you stop at the drop-off area in front of the station. The first train doesn't leave for another hour. Where are you going? The cat stares at you without making a noise. Let me guess. Saint Lazier. If you were going to the suburbs of Paris, you wouldn't have needed to come into town. So somewhere in the northwest of France. I don't know France very well, so I'm just gonna pick Normandy. Somewhere by the sea, huh? The cat is looking at you and meows. A sharp sound. Probably a yes. A very hungry yes. For the fish, I guess. You check the time on the dashboard. It's time to go to get a real customer. You try not to think too much about the situation you're in and hope that no one sees you talking to a cat. I'll just start saying the names of the cities and you meow when I hit the right one. You start to list cities in Normandy. The cat doesn't move a muscle. Cherbourg. Cat looks up. So it's Cherbourg. Getting close. Saint Malo. Malo. Still nothing. I've got it. Daleville. A meow of delight. You're smiling too. All of a sudden, you're exhausted. Okay, come on. Time to say goodbye. You get out of the cab and open the back door. A bill has appeared on the seat next to the cat. It is enough for the fare, and more. Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you? I won't ask you where it came from. You smile and lean over to pet the cat. It leaps out of the car and darts between your legs. You can just make out its shape dashing up a flight of stairs and slipping between the bars of the gate. You get back in the car. Okay, achievements. Go away, achievements. Go away. God dang it, achievements. Go away. Thank you. You look at yourself in the rearview mirror. Your features are heavy with fatigue. Your right eyelid is twitching. As you start the car, you remember you are allergic to cats, but you haven't sneezed once. You pull out of the station. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that tip. Oh my goodness, there's 4 people around here. Let's go ahead and pick her up. Grace Indago. Grace Indago. That's what I think it was. I feel that's what it's pronounced. Let's go ahead and accept it. Your next passenger has your next passenger has been crying. She stares at the floor and gives you an address in the nearby suburbs. You just started driving when her telephone rings. The ringtone is familiar. Yes. There was a pause. Her tone is sharp and curt. Yes, I'm on my way home right now. She pauses. Hold your breath. Yes. Another pause. She sounds annoyed. No, I took a taxi. On the other end, a voice gets louder. Who's paying? Well, I don't want to take the bus home tonight. Come on, lay off. A new round of criticism begins. Look, can you just lay off? Yeah, we'll talk about it when I get back. She holds the phone away from here, ready to hang up, then pulls it back. Yes, I'm here. She finally glances at you. There's no need to scream. I can hear you. I told you. We'll talk about it when I get home. We're about to enter a tunnel, miss. God damn achievements. Go away. Go away. Thank you. She smiles. No, that was the driver saying we're going to be cut off. No, he seems normal, Mom. Mom. I said, it's break. She hangs up. Thank you. Thank you! You hear a ring, the same tune as before. The young woman hesitates, turns the phone over in her hand, decides not to answer. Sorry. To be honest, I really didn't want to go home. My mother is waiting to have a long, very long discussion about my future, my career, all the sacrifices she's made for me. She's a cleaning woman in one of my fancy office buildings at La Defense, and I failed my bar exam, so she thinks. She stops herself. She was going to make a joke, but something keeps her from doing so. Her smile vanishes. She thinks I'll end up as a cleaning woman at La Defense. Your passenger sighs. She thinks I dance too much. She thinks it's Lakme's fault. Lakme's? I think it's Lakme's. But mostly she thinks it's my fault. She heaves a huge sigh and stares at nothing outside. I studied, I worked hard, but I didn't pass. I just don't believe in all that anymore. Now, be warned. What I'm about to say will sound cliche, but I want to be a dancer, not a lawyer. That didn't sound very cliche. That just involves a lot of hard work, also. My mother doesn't understand. You must work to earn money in order to succeed. Damn right. She takes a breath. Sorry, I didn't mean to unload on you. I must seem like a pretentious little princess. Not at all. Not at all. Thanks. Thanks for lying. She smiles. The address she gave you is not much farther. I mean, I know I owe my mother a lot. I have to stop being so self-centered. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And I have to pass this fucking exam. She clucks her tongue as if to force herself to stop talking. Instead, she keeps going. Mind you, she came to my Lakme performance. She pauses, tries to find her words. She saw me dance, and when we left, it's kind of dumb, but she didn't say a single word. And I think I never felt prouder. Her silence spoke 1,000 words. You pull up to her house, she takes her time getting out of the car. I don't know why I said all that, but it felt really good. Thank you. She disappears, her tears have definitely vanished. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets in the back seat. Having a good night? For a second you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks, I've been saying to myself there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, moved it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it. Because I was sure you lied to us. Didn't lie. She whistles to cut you off. Hey, I'm talking. I'm talking. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm going to be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know it better, I think he had a crush on you. She smirks. No. I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder too. Suspense. He's starting to sound a lot sus now. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. Bitch, you stalking me? It's normal, you say. If they get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. Personally, I like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leaned forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. She is a cat internally. She's the meanest cat I've ever met in my entire life. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. So, I'll give you info, victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet, keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not a cop, she shrugs. Don't worry, you're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? That sounds like a challenge. You're no Batman. You're just here to get me more information. She rummages around in her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. Take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to go, I'll check in on you-know-who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me. She know you've done time? You just shake your head, she snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. What if I refuse? If you refuse, simple, I turn you in. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. Anyone close to you will have their place searched. They'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. We could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that son of a bitch. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. You have no right. I know we have no right. She takes on a serious note, businesslike. I want to catch this serial personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case. You got me, and neither can you, right? Obviously. Well, great then. We see eye to eye. So you can just say you're my informant, my CI. What? This CI? Oh, you're talking about a different CI. Okay, I gotcha. He ripped open your gut and saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Alright, and don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. Fucking bitch. Yeah, whatever. If that makes you feel better. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone. Obviously not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dried, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running, radio on, crackles, you turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for investigation. You will find them at your studio after your shift. Cool. 6 clues discovered. Available in my room. Okay. I guess that's what I look like in time lapse. I'm loving this game so far. It's really interesting. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You still hear the hum of a taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files Bussa gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into this situation. A bus goes by, making the walls shake. Man, that must be a freaking thin-walled apartment. I can't remember a time a bus made a apartment shake. It's time to get moving on your investigation. Alright, let's go ahead and read these real quick. Wait, can I read this? Oh, no, we're just discovering clues is all we're doing. Okay. 4 clues. Pictures of crime scene. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. That's how we do that. Okay. Killer left message in chalk on first 3 crime scenes. Message on crime scene 2, you deserve this. Huh. Message on crime scene 1, justice. Killer's height, 1 meters, and I'm guessing 80 inches. Yeah. 1 meter, 80 inches. 1 meter, 1 m8. 1 meter, yeah. I don't know. Go ahead and end the night. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slowly open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. You open one eye. It's pitch black outside. Time for work. You get up quickly, and a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop this episode here. Yeah, this is a really interesting game. I'm glad I played it. Really interesting. I'm really intrigued to see how this keeps going and stuff like that. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to keep seeing more of this game, Nightcall, go ahead and give it a like and comment down what you think about this so far. But yeah, I'll keep posting more of this game because I want to keep playing it. If you want to see more of my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you want to be notified when I upload a new episode, go ahead and hit that bell icon. I think it's supposed to be right next to that subscribe button. But yeah, and I will hear you guys in the next video.